Hey, Dale.
King of beers.
He's the king of beers.
Can't nobody king of beer like Dale.
Bud boy.
Bud Dale.
Bud Dale.
Bud Light Dale.
Back in the day.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brad, and with me, as always, is Jamie, and this is Race Car Spelled Backwards, episode 85. Jamie, how you doing, my friend?
I'm Dale.
You're Dale?
Oh, I'm going to turn my hat backwards like Dale.
You sound like Yoda when you just said, I'm Dale.
Hey, Dale.
You talk like Yoda.
Dale needs a co-host, Brad.
Yoda?
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis is gone. Hey, I don't know. How you feel about that?
Think he'd take our resume?
Probably.
Dale.
You know, with your hat on backwards like that, I could take you more seriously. Yeah, you look like that.
I'm the king of Bud, but not Budweiser.
You're the king of He's the king of Bud. Not the wiser, though.
I ain't wiser.
It didn't make you smarter. So, it's race week, man.
It is. It's about time. This is going to be a good race.
20 years ago, this was a big deal. This week would have been a big deal.
They moved that thing over to the left coast.
I'm going to go ahead and say, Mom, I'm sorry about this, but when I was in high school, I used to skip school the week of the Daytona 500.
Oh, my goodness.
To watch all the practices. And I'm not talking
that was back when you could watch them.
It was like a week-long event. Like
when they had practice
all day, every day. They had truck practice, cup practice, Xfinity practice, ARCA practice, IROC practice. They had qualifying practice, race practice.
I miss practice.
Oh, I miss it too. That's what I'm saying. Like, used to the Daytona week, it was Speedweeks. It was a 2-week thing. It started the week before with class practice and qualifying practice. Because qualifying used to be the Sunday before the Daytona 500. Now we've Jimmy Jack that all around.
We Jimmy Johnson that.
We Jimmy Johnson that all up. How do you bring it back to the glory though? Like I legit remember skipping school, going over to actually my wife's house, her parents' house, and me and her father-in-law would sit and watch racing together. But I'd skip school and I'd go watch the Gatorade duels at his house every year.
Shame.
Now, nobody even gets excited. Nobody's skipping school for NASCAR anymore unless it's rained out and raced on Monday.
Well, it's going to rain out.
Oh, the 500?
Don't you think? Weather don't look good.
No, it's looking like clash weather. I mean, you know what they say, though. If you want it to rain, bring NASCAR to town.
What are we going to do? We have a meeting during the week. We can't skip.
Now we'll figure it out. I ain't sweating that. So, how do you bring it back to the old glory days? How do we get back there?
Glory days.
How do we get back there?
Wasn't that a song? Glory days?
By who? Elvis?
I think so.
You sounded like you was going all
Glory days.
Glory days with Elvis Presley.
I think it was Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Lee? Did he sing?
Bruce Lee did not.
Ha.
He said,
Hey-ya! Hey-ya! So, what do? Do we bring his practice it? I think NASCAR needs their own streaming service. Like Flow Racing, because then you could have practice could be on Flow Race. Hey, isn't NASCAR?
They got FS1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got Peacock.
They're a partner with Flow Racing. Why don't we just put practice and stuff on Flow Racing?
Sell the rights to practice.
Just
sell everything else.
Put it on. It can put it on NASCAR. Well, they have to bring back practice to have it on video. Like,
I think practice still has COVID.
I think we need the Speed Channel back.
Oh, God, did I just earn us a COVID sticker again?
But instead of the Speed Channel, now it can be NASCAR.
Speed Channel's gone.
But NASCAR Productions could do the Speed Channel all day. Look, they've already screwed up Sirius XM Radio. They've changed that lineup. I quit subscribing to that because of their screw ups.
Just NASCAR or all Sirius?
I quit subscribing to all of XM. The only thing I listened to on XM was Sirius. I mean, NASCAR. So if I'm not going to listen to that, I'm not going to pay for the subscription anymore.
Chocolate Myers died, dude.
Did he really?
I don't know.
Where'd you see that at?
I think he did. Didn't he die?
I don't think so.
Am I reporting his death to our 1,000 listeners?
You might want to look that
1,100? I don't have a phone.
I don't know.
I'm phone free.
I don't think he died.
I swear I saw some Twitter feeds.
I've got the internet over here. I'll look it
I
up.
saw some Twitter feeds that said he was gone.
That said Chocolate Myers died.
I swear.
Right, where did you see
Maybe he
that?
just retired.
Retire from...
Go to Google.
He's not on XM radio anymore.
Go to Google and just put Chalk Myers. It'll spell correct to chocolate. I can't spell chocolate.
You can't spell Chocolate Myers?
Yeah.
It doesn't say he's dead.
He didn't die.
No.
It takes a couple days for his Wikipedia page to go up. Change, edit.
I don't think he's dead, man.
Put in dead.
I did. I typed Chocolate Myers died.
He's still alive?
Yeah. Chocolate Myers.
Did you hit news?
He's not dead.
Press news.
He's not dead.
What's it say on the news?
He's alive.
Oh, I misspoken.
Chocolate. It's got Michael Myers on there.
Michael Myers is dead.
Chocolate.
Wrong Myers.
You're an idiot.
Holy crap. It's not chocolate.
Chocolate Myers is still alive, people.
I love Chocolate Myers.
Don't freak. You love him so much you thought he died.
I thought I saw something on a Twitter feed.
You don't even use Twitter.
Well, it's one of them numbers on the X.
So how do you bring the glory days back to NASCAR? You bring
Chocolate
Myers back from
Back
the
to
dead.
life.
Look, in today's episode, we're going to kill Chocolate Myers and
Bring him back.
bring him back all in one segment here on that.
He been
Race Car
Ross
Throwback.
Chastain, old chalk.
Yep. Well, I think what you're talking about, I think he got canned from XM radio.
Oh, maybe I should have read the articles.
Yeah. You got to read the whole thing.
Oh.
You're over here having drinks.
Oh.
You done poured one out for your homie. Like
So when they said he was gone, they meant
he
off
ain't
of
dead gone. He's
Sirius?
just gone off the radio gone.
Oh.
No more Wednesday show and tells.
We need to go see him at the museum.
Yeah, now he ain't got nothing to do.
And he headed
now he's got-
RCR museum?
Yeah, he's got plenty of time now. We saw his booth where he did his recordings at. Now, that's probably Ty Dillon's new office. He's got
That phone booth?
the booth. All right, so each week we're going to do a driver spotlight.
We're going to pretend someone else died each week.
Each week. Well, next week, who's going to die?
Oh, well, I hope nobody dies in a race, dude. That would be horrible.
Pretend death. We'll do
Dude,
pretends.
I was watching. I don't know who made it. Blink of an Eye. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, with
Michael Myers.
No, Michael Jackson. Michael Waltrip.
Waltrip.
Not Myers, not Jackson. Waltrip.
Dude, on the beginning, I started to cry.
In a blink. Blink of an eye.
Like when Dale died,
Yes,
I
dude.
started to cry again.
I cried every one of those.
I had my wife walked into the TV room and I'm like, she's like, you okay? I'm fine. No, I'm
Did
fine.
you cry when Dale Jr. retired? Remember Budweiser made the commercial? It's like a 5-minute commercial, a tribute to Dale Jr.'s career.
Yes, I did. 'Cause,
Golly.
dude,
That whole season was an
who
emotional
was I going to
season.
root for after that? I still haven't quite
We
figured
still
it
don't know.
out.
Every season we pick somebody. Last season I'm
Dale.
pulling for Kyle.
Dale.
Busch. This season I'm pulling for Denny. I'm just going to be a Dirty Mo Media podcast.
I'm
fan.
like playing hopscotch on drivers now since Dale's retired.
It's like, it's worse than church hopping. Just plopping around.
Oh, Dale. Look what you've done to us, Dale.
No,
Dale
every
Jr.
year before the Daytona 500, they always show those Remembering Dale movies, like 6 hours of Dale Earnhardt Sr. dying. And for 6 hours every year I cry. It's like, I was there. I was at the racetrack when the man died. And I cried then.
I was there
And here I am 20 plus years
in front
later.
of the TV.
Still crying over Dale Earnhardt.
Did you know
The
he
king,
died?
the legend.
They didn't announce it for a
The
couple
man.
hours. Did you hang out and wait for the announcement?
We were walking through the infield tunnels going to the bus that we rode to the track on, and the ambulance with their lights on, sirens off, passed us with Dale Earnhardt in it, and you could see his feet and his legs in there.
Sirens with no lights, no sirens.
Correct.
Usually means bad stuff.
Yeah, they were not in a hurry, so we knew it was bad. Because somebody was like, hey, there goes Dale Earnhardt in that ambulance. And because they weren't rushing, we automatically think, oh, he's okay. And then we get to the hotel and find out he had passed away. So
I mean, dude, Tony Stewart wrecked the same day and he's flipping in the air.
Yeah. And he walked away fine.
That accident he was in is what you see almost every race week.
It's just a freak accident. But because of that,
it's
we
horrible.
have so much better safety. I mean,
we have so much better safety, but we don't have Senior no more.
No, he would be a great.
Would you trade the safety for Senior?
Yes.
I would.
Oh, heck yeah. I'd love to have Dale back.
Dude, that was horrible.
That we would not be in the
what
next
would he be
gen.
now? Like 72, 73?
We wouldn't be in the next gen car now if Dale Earnhardt was still here.
Oh, he'd say,
get rid of it.
It's garbage.
Throw it out.
Junior, throw it in the garbage.
They won't listen to Dale Jr. He says all that stuff too. They ain't listening to him.
They're not renewing his contract, dude. What's going to happen then? I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, he said on his podcast that
I'm going to be pissed.
let's just talk about Dale Jr. before we jump into our driver spotlight.
How can they not pay him $100 million a year?
He said on his podcast that he currently does not have a job working the booth. Dale Jr., as of today, is not going to be back in the NBC booth when NBC returns to NASCAR later this year.
They were the best broadcast out of the two.
You take Dale Jr. away.
What the heck?
I might as well cancel YouTube TV if Dale's not going to be in the booth. Like,
is he going to do more podcast? I mean,
maybe.
he's buying everybody but us.
Well, I think with
$10 a piece, Dale.
That's it.
And we will be your co-host. We'll give up our show to be your co-host.
Yeah.
Because we think Mike Davis was good, and
but we're better.
There's a missing lump there.
We're better.
Yeah.
You get two for the price of one.
And
you don't even have to buy us a boat.
No.
I don't even want a boat.
We're just average Joes, dude.
Yeah.
You can have average Joes who are whacked out.
Why would you pass that up?
Whacked out.
Well, one of us is at least.
Look, I'm wearing my Maryland hat backwards, where your Redskins play, but not at the university. Backwards in your honor, Dale.
In honor of Dale. Little Dale. Little Dale statue Dale.
The King of B.
Deity Dale.
King of Bud.
Deity Dale.
Deity Dale.
Deity Dale.
Dale.
All right, so.
What we going to do without you, Dale?
It sucks. That's all I know. Is it sucks completely. I mean.
We'll give you the recorder we paid $100 for.
It won't be the same without Dale Jr. in the booth. There's
$20
no way.
a piece?
20?
Yeah.
You can have the recorder for $20 a piece.
No, he can have the show.
Oh, yeah. Is that 20 an episode, though? Like, I can't support my family off $20.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Dale?
We're going to need a salary.
We're going to have to negotiate, Dale.
Yeah. Just call us.
We're going to have to negotiate,
We'll
boy.
do it cheaper than Bianchi and Gluck. You wonder what Jeff Gluck's wearing?
Oh, no, don't say that until we know what they're making.
True.
I mean,
True.
we got health care with our current employer, dude. Dale.
I wonder what Jordan Bianchi's going to make Jeff Gluck wear this weekend. Because, he lost their best race pole
You gotta
award.
make them wear some bird outfit or something stupid.
Dress up like Big Bird?
Yeah.
In a Big Bird in a Barbie skirt.
You know what? We saw it coming back from work in Columbus.
Yeah.
Remember that? We saw a bald eagle.
Pick up a squirrel.
It crashed onto the ground and grabbed a squirrel and took off and
It's the most
flew
American thing I've ever seen. Like, we almost pulled the car out
and
to
cried.
say the Pledge of Allegiance while we were. I was crying.
That was
I started
touching.
crying. I was like, America. Like, there was nothing more American than seeing
All
that
we
eagle.
needed was the black AC Delco number 3 come flying out of the woods and Dale Sr. go, I ain't dead. I'm back here with Elvis.
With George Washington riding in the passenger
Yes.
side. Not in the passenger seat because there was no seats, but on the passenger side, just, whoa, let's go down.
Ben Franklin holding the American flag as they do donuts.
Praise Dale, raise hell. Here we
But
go.
all,
Hamilton singing.
all we saw was the eagle kill a squirrel.
But it was still American.
It was very American.
That was amazing. All right, so driver spotlight. First driver spotlight of the year we're going to do is Josh Williams. So Josh Williams,
We used to work with that guy.
not the Josh Williams we worked
They
with.
both had mullets.
They did both have mullets. So this is not the Josh Williams that we worked with.
Oh, this is the better driver?
This is Josh Williams, the Xfinity driver, Josh
The
Williams.
better driver.
This is, yes. I would assume he's a better
It's
driver.
like better health, better driver.
Better help, better driver. So Josh was born August 3rd, 1993 in Port Charlotte, Florida. He started his racing career racing go-karts.
Immediately after birth?
After birth.
Good.
Right away.
He's champion.
I think it was day 2. So he started out on go-karts, then moved up to legend cars. Before this season, Josh had run 186 Xfinity races. He's had 11 top 10s. He's run 102 ARCA races. He's got 2 victories there, and he's run 2 truck races in his career.
He ain't ever had any equipment worth a crap.
Nope. But that's about to change. So he got his first Xfinity ride with Jimmy Means Racing in the number 79 back in 2016. Most of his career, he's spent it at DGM Racing, with 1 season racing for BJ McLeod Racing. It was announced at the end of 2023 that Josh Williams would race full-time in the Colleague Racing number 11 Xfinity car for the 2024 season, this being arguably his best shot at a winning season. There's no argument to it. Like, this is the first time I think Josh has a legit shot of winning an Xfinity race, or multiple Xfinity races at that. So Josh is very well known for his antics at Atlanta in 2023. When he had sustained heavy damage on lap 27, NASCAR decided to tell him that his car was unsafe to drive. He needed to park it.
That was a lot of antics.
Well, because NASCAR deemed it unsafe, Josh didn't want to be out there and driving around anymore, so he decided to park the car on the start-finish line, get out, walk across the grass, walk across pit road.
And then he sat.
And he waved.
And then he sat and waited and ate Papa John's, post-race Papa John's. I think Papa John's ought to sponsor him.
He had to wait on pizza while he waited to get in trouble. But to his defense, NASCAR told him it was unsafe to keep driving that car around the track. Wouldn't you want to park it immediately?
You could explode.
I would jump out. I wouldn't even put it in park.
NASCAR don't lie.
Jump out, roll across the grass, let the car keep rolling.
NASCAR don't lie.
No, NASCAR is right 100% of the time. Just ask them. They'll tell you.
They will tell you.
They're always right, never wrong.
Steve Phelps will tell you he walks on water.
I think he does. He's probably walking
in his loafers
on the rainwater right now. We're currently in a flood, so I'm sure he's out there just standing there rising with the tides. All Phelps rise with the tides. That's what they say.
I wonder.
The tide raises all Phelps. That's what I've always. My grandma used to say that when I was a kid. You know, she says, "Grandson, don't you worry, Brad. The tide raises all Phelps."
Doesn't Steve Phelps look like he'd be better suited to be at a yacht race, eating some caviar?
Yeah.
With his loafers on.
Water polo.
Water polo.
He's definitely water polo.
He does not look like he belongs in NASCAR.
You think he's French?
I think he is.
French Canadian.
Phillips.
Maybe he hangs out with Theodore Simon.
Oh.
Alvin.
Oh no. Do you have any grape upon?
My name is Stephen Phelps.
I'm from the Gilded Age.
Sir Stephen Phelps.
I'm infallible. I'm Steve Phelps, Mr. Infallible. Phelps rhymes with fallible.
All right, so Josh Williams, do you think he wins a race in 2024?
Multiple.
How many?
2 or more.
2 or more.
Isn't that the definition for multiple?
That is multiple.
2 or more.
Pick a number. You can't say
2.
You can't say he wins multiple, more than 1.
2.
So you're going to go with 2 wins for the season.
2 wins. Write that down. Write it down.
I got it. 2 wins.
Write that down.
2 wins for Josh.
2 wins.
I think.
Take a picture of it, file it away.
7.
What?
I think he gets 7 wins.
Oh, that's a championship there.
I think he wins the championship.
Whoa!
Way too early season prediction for the Xfinity Series is Josh Williams wins the 2024 Xfinity Series Championship with 7 victories, starting in Daytona.
He'll have a cup race. He'll have a cup car next.
He's going to win a cup race this season too.
What?
He's going to win a cup race filling in the Colleague.
You think Colleague will have the money to run that for him?
He is running a couple cup races this season. That's been announced.
I don't
think he's going to win a cup race, but I do think he wins, like you said, multiple.
I've been hearing on the YouTuber. They're saying Colleague's running out of money. I thought he was a billionaire from his rain gutters, gutter guards, or gutter shield,
leaf filter,
leaf guards,
leaf time,
whatever.
Filter time.
Is he running? People not buying those anymore?
You ever price those out?
I had an aunt do it.
You get really rich off selling gutter guards, but you only sell a few because I mean, it's cheaper to have all new
I think
gutters.
it was like $16,000.
Yeah.
My aunt was.
It's
quoted.
cheaper to have all new gutters put on your home than it is to have gutter guard come in and put gutter.
But I
guards
saw
on
the
your gutters.
ad. You could fall off your ladder cleaning the gutters.
Only old people. That's what Colleague made their millions tricking old people into giving it to them for their gutters.
So
Don't be old and fall off your house anymore.
So
Buy
as the
gutter
senior
guards.
citizens die of natural causes, he loses his customers.
Exactly. Because millennials are like, nah, we ain't going there, dog.
They don't even own houses.
No, they're
like, I'm renting.
When's the last time you saw a starter tent in Los Angeles need gutters?
Starter tent.
That's what they buy now. That's what all the Gen Zers are getting.
You can't afford to live in Los Angeles.
The triple Zs, isn't that what they call them?
You and I could combine our incomes, and we're still living in a tent.
You can get
in Los Angeles.
That's not a starter tent though. We've upgraded to a family tent.
To a Walmart 6-person.
Yeah, it's a 2-room tent. It has a common room and then a bedroom.
Well, it's this private equity people are making houses too expensive.
That's right. All right, so on the Dale Jr. download last week, he was talking about Ross Chastain and everybody saying how Ross, after Mr. Hendricks got onto him, how he kind of
Bring it back, Ross.
How he changed, right?
Bring it back, Ross.
Dale
2024.
Dale doesn't think that Ross changed at all last year.
I heard him say that.
He thinks that the reason Ross backed off was because his performance wasn't there, and if he couldn't win the race, he's not going to wreck somebody for 23rd. I think Dale might actually be onto something.
Hey, I'm going to Jim Paseski here.
I'm going to Mike Davis it. Yeah, Dale. Now that you mention it, Dale, I think you're right, Dale. You're right.
Jen Paseski?
Pulaski?
She was like Joe Biden's lady.
Oh, Carrie Jean Pegreen?
Oh, she kept on. I'm going to circle back.
Circle back around to you, Dale.
Dale,
let me circle
with
back
those
around.
opinions not being on NBC, what are we going to do? Who's going to replace Dale? Shouldn't we have heard an announcement? I think
nobody.
They're diligently working to get Dale $100 million a year contract.
I think.
Or do you think he don't want to do it?
I think Dale was third wheel.
He said he's talking to everybody.
He was third wheel anyway. Remember, they brought Dale in after the fact. They already had Rick, Steve, and Jeff, and then they brought Dale in.
But I congratulated him on that. I have to be just as critical without Dale.
This is horrible without Dale.
They might as well be Fox.
You take Dale off NBC, you have officially ruined the 2024 season before the Daytona 500 ever kicks off.
How can you do that?
Because I think Dale's talking to Amazon, Netflix, and whoever the other, Hulu.
You think he'd get free Prime if he does Amazon?
I think that's probably the reason.
Part of negotiations?
That's why it hadn't been announced that he's going to be the only broadcaster for the Amazon races, because he hasn't worked out his free subscription deal yet.
What am I going to do the second half of the season if he's not calling the race?
Plug your ears and listen with
to
your fingers
what?
In your ears.
So his crew chief's on the show, right?
Yes.
Where's his driver?
Jeff Burton.
Jeff Burton.
They're replacing Dale with Jeff.
So, okay. So that's like the difference between Coke and Diet Coke. Coke Zero.
Coke Spice.
I ain't doing no spice.
Dale Jr. is just Coke Spice.
Do you think it's all money?
I think it's all... No, I don't. I think it has more to do with his Dirty Mo Media content and him not wanting to share it. I think Mike Davis stepped back from the Dale Jr. download so he could focus on the Dirty Mo Media
Why can't he have his own brand?
I think he wants to. But I think his current contract...
Peacock was showing his show.
They're not anymore. Now he gets to show full episodes on YouTube. He made a big deal last week about saying he gets to show that. I think Dirty Mo Media is that's the monkey in the wrench.
Monkey in the wrench? Or is it the bud in the can?
That's the monkey wrench. That's the bud in the bowl.
Don't want to be your monkey wrench.
Yeah, he don't want to be NBC's monkey wrench.
Dale.
And I think Dirty Mo Media is that monkey wrench. So
you think maybe
they're going to figure it out. NBC just got 30 billions.
I would pay $10 a month for him to sit at home and call the race. I could mute the TV and listen to Dale.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, dude.
He
really would.
He could do it live on his YouTube.
Yeah.
Live with Dale
Live
Jr.
stream.
Slide job. Slide job. Slide job. Slide job.
I think that's BS.
I think it's BS too. I think he comes back.
He
I
could
think-
save Fox.
I
He could
think-
save Fox.
No, he couldn't. Kevin Harvick's going to save Fox.
Kevin Harvick ain't Dale Jr.
All right, let's make some way too early season predictions. The
Oh
clash
my
has
God,
happened.
dude.
We're going to make some season predictions.
Dale.
Let's start with our bracket, Jamie.
I'm hurt. My heart hurts.
All right, Jamie, who do you have making it into the round of 16?
You want all 16?
Yeah, go ahead.
Martin Truex,
Okay.
Ross Chastain,
All right.
Kyle Larson,
Okay.
Brad Keselowski,
All right.
Corey LaJoy,
Okay.
Kyle Busch,
Okay.
Chase Elliott,
All right.
Denny Hamlin,
Okay.
Ryan Blaney.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my outsider looking in, Chase Briscoe.
Do you have Joey Logano on there?
I do. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Christopher Bell,
Okay.
Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Ty Gibbs. My 16.
So the only difference is Briscoe?
Briscoe. I'm giving Briscoe one win.
Do you think Briscoe makes it?
Briscoe makes it.
So who do you have different than me?
I don't know. I just
Briscoe.
went through the list.
So
Go
I
over
got-
your list.
Denny Hamlin,
I got. All right. I'm gonna check mark. Hold it.
Denny Hamlin,
Denny Hamlin.
Ryan Blaney,
I got Ryan Blaney. Got check.
Joey Logano,
Uh huh.
William Byron,
Uh huh.
Kyle Larson,
Uh huh.
Christopher Bell.
Don't have Bell.
You don't have Bell.
No Bell.
Okay, that's our difference then.
He didn't make the chase. He ain't making the race.
So Ross Chastain, Ty Gibbs, Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex, Keselowski, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Bowman, and LaJoy. Who do you have out?
12.
Yeah, well, who are the 4 drivers you're taking out?
I don't know.
All right, who you got in your
I had
12?
Bubba in the 16, and I shot him in the face.
Okay,
I got William Byron,
okay,
Ross Chastain,
okay,
Kyle Larson,
okay.
Brad Keselowski.
okay.
I got Corey,
Uh-huh.
Kyle Busch,
Okay.
Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Martin Truex, Tyler Reddick.
All right, so I got Gibbs going.
So I cut Gibbs out.
No,
16.
I got
I'm
Bush,
giving them one race to win.
Bush, Wallace, Bowman, and LaJoy. I got out. Going into the round of 8.
I got William Byron,
Uh-huh.
Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick.
All right, I've got Tyler Reddick going home, Martin Truex going home,
I put Truex is going home.
Brad Keselowski's going home,
I got Brad still.
and Chase Elliott's going home.
Ooh.
So my round of 8 goes to Denny.
Well, I dumped Chase, didn't make it out 12.
Yeah, Denny, Blaney, Logano, Byron, Larson, Bell, Chastain, and Gibbs. So
Ooh,
who's
you're
your-
running Gibbs to the 8?
Yep.
I don't think he's going to improve that good.
Who's your final
One
4?
race for Gibbs, my prediction. Final 4, Ross, Larson, Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin.
All right. I have Larson, Bell, Chastain, and Gibbs going home, leaving my final 4 to Denny, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and William Byron. So who you have winning the championship?
Ross is going to put a whole season together. I got Ross. I think he's going to win 5 or more races this year.
I got Denny Hamlin winning.
Well, that's who I want to. That's my heart. My brain says Ross.
Honestly, I don't think we have I think I got William Byron going to the final 4, but easily that could be Chris Bell and William.
Are you that
I don't
friendly
think
with him? He let you call him Chris?
Christopher Bell?
No, you call him Chris. I heard it.
Okay,
You
yeah.
said Chris.
We go way back.
Okay.
So
He looks like he's 12 years old, though.
I used to babysit him.
When you go-kart race together
When he
at
was-
that track in
when he
Forest
was born-
Park
when he was born.
back in the day at Forest
The
Park.
day he was born, we started go-kart racing. No, I think it's a very good possibility we have no Chevys in the Final 4 this year.
I got Ross winning.
I think Chevy's on an off year.
What's
So,
it called this year? The Camaro?
It's the Cadillac.
The Cadillac?
The Chevrolet.
We're not making the car anymore. But we're running it in Super V8s
So-
and NASCAR.
Yeah, Jamie said he heard a rumor where Cadillac might replace Chevrolet next year with the CTS.
They ought to.
Why not? Why not? All right, so best Chevy driver for 2024, Jamie. Who do you got?
Kyle Larson.
Larson?
Larson.
All right. Best Chevy driver for me is William Byron.
I can see that.
Best Ford driver?
Blaney.
I agreed with Blaney on that one, too. I don't think Blaney's going to back-to-back championship it, but
He could.
I think
it's a possibility.
Well, as well as him and Joey Logano both run at Phoenix, really they just need to make it to the Final Four.
Yep.
Best Toyota driver for 2024, Jamie.
Denny.
I agreed.
I think he was the best driver last year for Toyota.
Yep, and I think he'll continue to be the best driver.
I think Reddick is going to end up being number 2 driver. And he owns Reddick.
Correct.
He owns his ass.
I can see that.
Yep.
I think Gibbs is going to be the number 2 winningest driver in Toyota, though.
What?
I think Gibbs gets more than 2 wins.
I think he's going to get wrecked more this year. He got that little problem with Logano at the chase.
I think he wins more than 3 races.
No way.
3 or
1.
more.
I'm giving him 1.
I give him 3 or more.
He's got skill, but he doesn't have the mentality, dude.
Doesn't matter. He's going to be Kyle Busch, early day Kyle Busch. He's going to go out and win. No, not this season. I think he wins 3 or more this season.
I got an opinion about Kyle Busch, though.
What?
He had a mouth, but he didn't race the way he talked.
Correct.
Kyle Busch has always been a gentleman on the race course.
What I meant,
it's his brother who's a psychotic.
But what I meant by he's going to be like Kyle Busch is he's going to win a bunch of races. Kyle Busch is a winner.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Busch is awesome.
And I think that Gibbs is going to be a winner.
I think Gibbs will be a winner, but I don't think his sophomore year is going to be it.
Who do you think gets the most wins this season?
It's going to be Denny and Ross.
That gets the most wins? Pick one. One driver, most wins.
Denny.
Denny? I'm going with Denny Hamlin as well.
Denny's going to put it all together and then retire and run his team.
Rookie of the year.
Josh Berry.
There's only one answer for that.
Josh Berry.
Josh Berry. Or
do you think Josh Berry wins a race? Or does he tool around and do you think he gets any top 5s?
I do. I think Josh puts together a few good runs.
Team sucks, dude.
Who's the lead? I mean, Chase Briscoe is the most veteran driver for Stewart-Haas Racing.
I got Chase winning 1. I don't have.
Chase needs to win more than 1 race. He either needs to win a race on a 1.5-mile oval or win multiple races. A super speedway, a Talladega, Daytona, Atlanta is not going to count. And a road course ain't going to count. That's not going to do it for you. Chase is going to need a big win.
I was watching some old Daytona 500, not that old, recently old Daytona 500s on YouTube.
Some new old ones.
I did not remember this. I misremembered. But we need Stewart-Haas back.
Yes.
Dominating.
Yes.
I totally forgot Harvick won in a Chevy, the championship for Stewart-Haas.
Yes.
Stewart won in a Chevy for Stewart-Haas.
So all the problems with Stewart-Haas.
Hello, Ford.
Let's just say, I think the problem Stewart-Haas has.
Fix or repair daily. Sorry, guys. At least you got your Mustang that looks like Britain pooped it out. It looks weird.
It does look ugly. I'm not a fan of it.
I saw one in the parking lot. I can't believe
Stewart-Haas stayed with Ford. I really thought
they didn't renew though, did they?
I don't know.
They got one more year on their contract.
So maybe if we're lucky, he'll go back to Chevy next year.
We need them to be a
let's
team
just go ahead and skip
dominate.
2024 and go straight to 2025.
Chevy.
All right, so
Cadillac.
Yeah. Daytona coming up this weekend. The action's going to start off on Wednesday night at 8:15 on FS1. We got Cup qualifying. Then on Thursday at 7 p.m., we have the dual 150 races. The truck race is Friday on FS1 at 7:30. The Xfinity race is Saturday at 5 p.m. on FS1. And the Daytona 500 is on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. on the Big Fox Network.
Except it's going to rain. It'll be Monday or Tuesday.
Or we're going to run it Monday or Tuesday. I'm thinking Monday afternoon. It looks like it's clearing.
I hope so.
The Daytona is a 2.5-mile track. This is the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of motorsports. We are doing our fantasy game a little different.
Can we call it the Super Bowl of motorsports?
Yes.
We're not going to get sued? I guess you got to make money off of it to get sued, right?
Well, the rest
we're not making any money.
No, NASCAR used to call it the Super Bowl of motorsports.
I'm just saying, we get sued. There's no money for
Oh,
them.
yeah. What are they going to take? Our Dell Jr. deity?
Our $100 recorder.
Deity Dell. They can have Deity Dell.
My hat I bought my sophomore year in college.
Go Bills.
Look at that. The bills are messed up.
The bill
on my hat.
The bill of your hat's messed up, but my bills
That's
ain't.
what happens when you're 20-some years old, 30, 40 years old. You get cracking.
All right, so they haven't released the entry list for any of the series, actually, but I have a list of Cup drivers for 2024. So our Xfinity and our truck picks, I will probably tweet out on Wednesday whenever they release the entry list. We'll make our picks before the race this weekend.
You think NASCAR would be on top of that?
NASCAR's not on top of anything.
Yeah, they are.
Making money and screwing
their
fans.
own money.
That's it.
I think the Francis roll around in their Bolt, throwing cash up in the air naked.
So,
woo, we're billionaires.
With a plunger.
Yeah.
Running down the hall.
Yeah.
Cussing people, pulling firearms.
Molesting
Get out of my effing way. Here I come.
That's my alligator.
So the way our fantasy game is going to work this year is me and Jamie each week will pick 3 drivers. Well, a driver for each race. A driver for each series. So if there's 3 series racing like this weekend, we'll pick 3 drivers. But because they haven't put out an entry list for the race coming up in like 4 days, we don't know who the heck to pick yet.
Way to be organized, NASCAR.
So we'll tweet out our picks on the @CarBackwards Twitter page later this week. You can find our Xfinity and our truck pick. But we can go ahead and make our picks for the Cup Series. Remember, the way we're doing it this season, we can only use the driver once in the regular season, and then the postseason, it resets. So, Jamie, you won last season, so I'm going to go first. My first driver for the Daytona Cup pick is Justin Haley.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I think Justin, he's in a Rick Ware. Rick Ware does good.
No, they don't, Brad.
At restrictor plate tracks.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes.
Justin Haley smack his woman, jump in the car, and win the 500.
Well, I'm about to go low.
Go.
Number 7.
Get low.
That's less than 10.
You're going to go with 7 on the
Corey LaJoy.
First pick of the year.
Janet is going to be loving me.
She might. Did you mark them off on your list?
I did.
As drivers that you used?
Yep.
Janet, I hope you and Jamie do well this week.
Janet's going to be a guest on the show if Corey LaJoy wins. I'm going to bring that new recorder we got at home, and we're going to plug her in.
Plugged in with Janet. That's what we call the segment. Plugged in with Janet. Plugged in with Janet. Next on Plugged In with Janet.
You know what? I don't know how to do the audio yet. I'm going to have to Google some stuff.
We got to figure out.
It's got Bluetooth. You can bring in a phone.
Yeah, we're going to have it on video. That's what we got.
We can have Janet talking on video.
Man, we got to figure this out.
I'm going to Google it. Google's got all the answers. I'm going to YouTube it. They got visual instructions.
You don't sound like the most technologically advanced person in the world, though.
I have my wife for that. She's pretty good at that stuff.
The kids?
No, the wife.
The kids
my
are probably
wife
better.
Is like, no. My wife is technological genius.
Is she?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I wouldn't say Bill Gates level, but close.
Steve Jobs?
Yeah, like I bought a new Roku.
She can figure it out.
I said, I'm so glad you're back from Europe, honey. Can you plug this Roku in? It says something about passwords.
You changed the oil yet?
I just got the keys this weekend. It
raining?
Yeah.
Well, that's all we got this week.
I got to pull the Porsche out of the garage, pull her car in to change oil.
Not doing that in the rain.
Not in the rain. Nope.
You got anything else this week? You got anything you want
to say
before the Daytona 500?
Don't abandon us, Dale.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Junior,
we need you, buddy.
We're for sale just for you.
We will sail.
We will come up to...
We will sail
to Mooresville.
Dale. We will sail to Dale.
We'll come to Mooresville.
We'll go wherever.
And we'll help you with your show since Mike Davis is gone, Dale.
Since Mike abandoned you, we're willing to step it up.
No, I think Mike's making Dale more money where he's at.
All right, well, thanks.
We're cheap.
Thanks to everyone who listens, watches, shares the show each week on social media. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on X. We're at @CarBackwards. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Check out our other videos. Check us out and follow us on Spotify. Make sure you rate us. Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review like Brandon did. Brandon, thank you. It really does help. Send us a DM or
I'm friends with him now.
Jamie is finally
I'm friends with Brandon.
And I've been
Facebook friends with him before I knew he was our listener.
I talked to Brandon last week, and he did say it's okay that you and him are friends.
We're
So
friends now.
he's giving you permission to be his friend.
I love his airplane pictures.
That's pretty cool. So make sure you leave us a review like Brandon did, because that helps other people find the show. You can email us. We're at racecarbackwardspod@gmail.com. Make sure you check out our newest show, Loose Cannons 44. You can find it on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Other than that, that's really all I got for you this week.
We ought to drive up to see Brandon, have dinner with him.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, but he drives a train. He takes pictures of airplanes, and if we drove an automobile, it'd be like the movie Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
I've already asked Brandon. He said that legally he can't get us on a train, so I guess illegally we got to hop on somehow.
Hobos did it back in the 1920s.
We just need to know his schedule so we can be like a hobo.
Yeah, but we get caught by the train police.
We'll jump off.
We got to pretend like we don't know him.
Yeah, we don't know.
Brandon who?
Brandon, we don't know anybody named Brandon.
What do you mean, Brandon?
That's my real name.
It is.
So we'll just blame it on me. I'm the Brandon with the train. If they listen to any previous podcast.
He's a hobo Brandon on a train.
I'm a hobo named Brandon on a train. I don't know any Brandon driving a train. So,
just remember, Dale, we are podcast hooers.
Podcast
You want to pay us
for sale.
Yeah.
We're
you want to pay us to
hooers.
Be your podcast hooer. We're here.
Check out our merch store. It's racecarbackwards.threadless.com. You can buy some stickers. We won't buy stickers. Hey, that's all I got, guys. That's all I got this week. Y'all have a great week. We'll catch you next week after the Daytona 500. See you later, guys.
I know you need to run this at 44.
I ain't got 3 minutes.
Just messing with you.
Bye, y'all.